Listen, as much as I want to jam, give me a second, chat. Hold on. I have to apologize. The audio is probably really loud right now. Give me a second. Give me a second. I had a bit of a debacle before stream. Scatter? Scatter? No, get your asses back here. Hold on a second. I'm peeking out. I don't want it to be peeking out, so I need to make some more adjustments. Hold on a second. We got to do some testing. Testing, 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 testing. Testing! Testing! Oh my god. All right. That should be a little better. That should be a little better. No, bad. Cease. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't lose you. Sorry guys, I had some really bad audio issues. For some reason, randomly, my audio was like really quiet earlier. And I couldn't figure it out until like, I think, no, it was Zai. Zai told me it was like, did you, testing, testing, holding, waiting, anticipating. Anticipation. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But I figured it out. For some reason, it had defaulted my audio settings to 50 after I had like tried to boost all of my gain. I had to like boost all of my gain, and I was like, okay, this will have to fucking do. Oh, wait, because Marmar is here. Good, put your tibbies away, Ganon. They're all over the place. Quit flapping your tibbies. Good lord, sir. Good lord. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh god, but I don't think there's much other news. There is a thing that that I wish I'd done properly with certain things. But, thank you for self-care. I guess I'll do that first. So I don't remember if I told y'all, but I think I told you that I was getting a VR chat model. And now I only have mild regrets because I was like, I want a VR chat model because I have the live 2D model already coming. So I won't get the VTuber setup for it. And then now that like I figured out that the fucking, that VR chat model is already almost done, and the live 2D model and all of like the big debut and stuff likely isn't going to be frankly, it's likely not going to be until like November, if not fucking February, because it doesn't go with like December and January just frankly aren't options, both for holidays and just general good time to have debuts. Putteth thy honkers away at lunch? Never. Okay, actually, you know what? You know what? Fine. Fine. Are you happy? Are you happy, Trog? How's my favorite ringleader? I'm doing pretty good. I went to the gym today. I had a good time. I'm going to fistfight Malvin in VR chat. I'm going to throw Ganon off of rooftops. The thing is also because my birthday is coming around. Originally, like the first idea I had for my birthday is I always hate doing like self-centered shit for my birthday because I don't celebrate it that much. Usually what I used to do on my birthdays is I would just like go have a good meal, maybe a drink or two. Like I think the most I mentioned I've ever done for my birthday was I took myself to New Orleans. I tried to get friends to come along and literally no one came. So I went to New Orleans by myself and stayed in a hotel room fit for 4. I got called into work for 3 hours, but at $55 an hour, I'm in. That is worth it. Worth it. Do we get Spider-Man edits with Ganon model? Maybe. Maybe. It's a low poly model. It's a low poly model, okay? But I think at this rate, because it's another like 200 to get it transferred to... Hold on a second. Let's look and see what Zai sent me. Oh no, what is this? Maki, why did you send me the picture of Voracia? I already follow Voracia. Also, the picture that you sent me isn't even as big as that model gets. I've already seen the debut. I've seen the clips. I already know about Voracia. I knew about her whenever she was still just like the water goddess. Please. Do you think I don't have my eyes everywhere? Did you think these were just for show? Trust me, it's going to get worse with 2.0. There's going to be so much more with 2.0. There's going to be so much more with 2.0. But I'm going to guess that I'm going to be honest, guys, that low poly model is probably going to be the first one done. It is going to be done far before Do we get more pairs of eyes? I do have a preview of some extra stuff coming, but it's one of the things that I kind of really want to keep secret for the debut. So you'd have to really kind of convince me. More radiation? Actually, I was thinking if there was a way to incentivize the cost of the what was it? The model out of y'all, because at this point I'm like, if you see anything, then who's Clotho Mowen? Don't need to worry about it, Canon. You don't need to worry about it. Oh, I forgot I took these away from y'all because y'all were bad, but I want them back. I want them back. Uranium? How scrumptious? Uranium? Are you eating uranium? Also, you want to see something? Let me see if I can get it to repeat. There was something I noticed yesterday when we were on Emot stream, and it was, let me see if I can do it again. I think I have to look on let me look on the other monitor. Yeah, when I like look to the side and then twist my lips, so it's like, I can see a fucking seam appear underneath my fucking mouth, and I hate it. I hate it. Mix It Up is open. What are you looking for, consequences? Your consequences have... Why did I have that backwards? Your actions have consequences. When will you learn? Oh my god. Well, people do it. Potatium uranium? Isn't that far-fetched idea? Potatium uranium? On a view with more eyes? Also, Maki, are you still here? Okay, you're still here. Maki, do me a favor. Go look at Voracious Twitter and scroll down her media tab. When she says Vor is her whole thing, she's not joking. She is committed to it. More cake? God damn it. All right. All right. I think they meant potassium. 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 She does like IRL stuffing during streams. It's her whole thing. And it's impressive, mind you, but not my cup of tea. I think she's neat. I think she's getting her bag. And I have a lot of mutuals with her. I wonder if she's good at chugging drinks. You think she could compete against Badlands Chug? Oh my god, that'd be that'd be a good standoff. Her against Badlands Chugs. Ooh, that'd be a funny showdown. I'd like to see that. VTuber VorTuber versus Badlands Chugs. Amazing. Let me guess, Carrie's a founder there? Carrie, are you? All right, let's do these squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't know too much about Voracious. I'm sure Voracious is a great person, although I do know of at least one really bad person that's in the VorTuber community that I would avoid forever. I fell in the circle of association of VorTubers due to the size, but alas, not my kink. Do you mean the fact that your character size or some other reason? Because you're a kaiju? Is that why? Because you say, oh, you're big, you gotta eat me. Because people are weird. Hi, Abandoned Bad Dragon. Welcome in. I'm doing good. Nice tentacle. Nice tentacle there, bud. 360, baby. 360. Are we ever gonna get an origin story? Were you always a kaiju? Did you fall into like a chemical vat? What's the deal here? I gotta know. I gotta know the deal. It's Mao-and-Zilla. Y'all have seen the monster form, right? I was gonna say, let me see here. Y'all haven't seen the monster form. I can just break out the last page of the comic. Where is it? There it is. And at one point, I was considering getting a model version of this, but frankly, budget-wise, it's likely not possible. It'll be saved for things like maybe a stinger, maybe animations or something, maybe backgrounds for beginning or ending or something. I'll send it to you. Oh my god, yes, give me. Give me. Oh wait, I gave y'all the one that has, hold on, I can do better. I just realized I gave y'all the one that has the text on it. I have a non-text version. Oh, it's much larger. Okay. Good lord. It's because I had to download those separately. There we go. I refuse to behave. I'm not surprised, Kono. I am not surprised. Is that a JoJo's reference? No. No, it is not. It's just a power stance. What do you mean? Power stances are cool. That could be a JoJo's reference? Really? Really? Which part of it is a JoJo's reference? The thing too is I hardly notice them, but they also, blah, blah, blah. The artist also put the giant hands behind me, which I fucking love. I love the giant hands so much. I will not be stopped until I can make there an angle, 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 angle. Oh, no, 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 no. So the thing is, it's not like an avatar situation. It's more like a change situation. This was just how the person decided to portray it. It's more like an internal projection kind of thing. It's not like a stand or anything. That is not how it works in this situation. How to draw you and everyone else you collab with in Necrobarista? Oh, me, Devora, and Emots? I would make Emot the centerpiece, and you could use me and Devora as side pieces, if that makes sense. Presenting Emot or something like that. Or are you drawing us like working at the cafe in Necrobarista? What are you thinking, Stevie? What are you thinking? Let me see. I think they also put the hands in another page for this comic, which is, oh, I scrolled right past it. Right here, first page. That is much smaller for some reason. There we go. It's the giant hand holding the guy down. Ah, in the cafe. Okay. I'm not sure. Do you want it? I mean, you could always do it as us as our, like, the characters that we voiced that night primarily. Like, unfortunately, how I voiced the little kid Ashley, Devora voiced Maddie, and then you could probably make him make Emot Che if you wanted to. Drawing Emot with the cargo pants. You could do Tome. You could do Tome in, like, Che's outfit or something. Oh my god, Tome in cargo pants. Oh no, not Tome in cargo pants. Here, let me show something else really quick. I think I've showed the monster. Let me see. Gotta change all the sizing again. The monster form. I'm pretty sure I've showed it off. Oh well, maybe I haven't. Who knows? But yeah, here's the reference sheet for the monster form. Size scaling included. Getting dressed out the door, by the way. How you doing? Good Lord, Spirit. Yeah. Hands. Hands. Oh, wait. I know what I need. I know what we need. Where is... Let me see. Where did I put it? Shit. It's probably in downloads, right? Yeah, it's in downloads. All right. Y'all want to see one of the goofy things that Izzy did? Because Adora told her to? This was back during when the hands were being drawn. Adora demanded it, basically. Adora demanded it, basically, because she was like, oh, it's smoke. It's smoke. Therefore, by the way, that's a quote from Freaky Friday movie. Oh. Yep. That is not going to be a toggle. It is not included. It was literally just a sketch Izzy did super fucking fast and then deleted it. Kietis, hi 30. What are you up to? I do get it. Good. Now put it away. Oh my goodness. Aw. Coffee kaiju. Years later. Aw, wait. Okay, if I unmute this. Okay, it's not. I thought it was gonna be the Pokemon hatching sound effect. I would have lost it if it was. Aw, tiny little Maki. Little bitty Maki. Aw, aw. Not the rat jam. Not Mayu's rat jam. Maya's, sorry. Maya's. We need Brickus Deletus. Brickus Deletus? Are y'all just gonna start throwing bricks again? I told y'all guys, if y'all hit daily passes, y'all will get new emotes. Do I need to tell y'all what the 2 new emotes are that are on the roster? Would that incentivize you more? Or would y'all, you know what? Fuck it. Would y'all rather see them? Would y'all rather see them for me to incentivize you to what these new emotes are? Is that what you want? Emotes, emotes, emotes? These are made by Izzy. They're nothing crazy. These are some of the more tame ones that I have commissioned Izzy for. Bricks, bricks, bricks. Am I only getting bricks? Is that what this is? Y'all don't need any more emotes? Y'all just want bricks? Is that what this is about? Y'all just want bricks. Bonnie Pythons. Do you find it perfectly risible to be called Biggest Dickus? Perhaps. Has chat not been hitting the daily passes? This isn't good goon behavior at all. I know chat's terrible goons. Chat's goon level has significantly reduced over the past several days. That bounty, is this the 3rd or 4th day? 3rd or 4th day that I've brought it up, I think. That these brick emotes aren't in sync. I do too, but I think it's not Meatless. It's another VTuber. It's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I forgot his name. I forgot their name. Wireless. Wireless? I think it's Wireless. Wireless, I think he's made them all at different speeds, so they're not in sync. Like, none of them are perfectly synced up with each other, which is slightly annoying. Our brick community now? Do we move to construction? Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if y'all could put a building together on your own, chat. Let's be honest. There's a daily pass. How do? It's the season passes, which are the subs. Whoops, drop my chapstick. But yeah, the daily pass is in the corner. I usually set it to 10. It's not like a mandatory thing, but I was like, why not set a bounty? Whichever days we hit a daily pass, I will give you a new emote until I run out of emote, which currently I only have 2 stocked up. Although I could make it so that we swap the blink emote to the 2.0 version, because I do have that. I do have the 2.0 blink already. We need an architect for this one. We need a project manager. Want to lose? You're the misfit. I'm the sin. Oh my goodness. Instruction coming to hide our nefarious misdeeds. Perfect. Is this the point where we find out that there's bodies hidden in the parking garage concrete columns? Is that what this is going to be? I do have 4 to 6 drills and OSHA approved. Ooh. All right, everybody bring their hard hats. Hard hats on. Did Kono say something? What's Kono doing? I saw the heart Kono, but I don't think Kono said something in a second, which I think Kono has a box, doesn't he? Kono has box? Kono has box? Yeah, Kono has box. I think it's a JoJo reference. That was the last thing Kono said. That was just Trog that used Kono's close blink. Do we need like reflex vest? You mean reflective vest? No, 4 to 6, not 46. 4 to 6, yeah. 4 to 6. I'm Texan, I'm sorry. I was born and raised in Texas. I say numbers fast. 4 to 6. 4 to 6. 1 to 5. 4 to 6. Good lord! It's just that guy who, what is it, when he does the fucking Ouija board in Phasmophobia. How many pineapples can you stick up your butt? 9? 91? 912? Oh god, no, Eugene, you can't do this like the lights turn off. He's like, baby, lock them doors and turn the lights down low. How many pineapples can you stick up your butt? 9! 91! To say it correctly for the first time? Yeah. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 1, 2, 3? Oh my god, no. No. Come on, y'all better know math. Y'all better know math. I swear to God. Y'all better know basic math, right? right, chat? If I gave you math problems, would you be able to do it? Would you? 2? 2 what? I know better math, Carrie. That's because you play Warframe. You do math in Warframe every goddamn day. What is math? Oh no. 9 is the number Frady Cat is afraid of. Frady Cat. Considering I do it for fun. Yep. Warframe is good game. Warframe is good game. Math is easy when your head is empty of English. True. Just empty your brain of any language, and then you can do math. It's the same way with science. Same way with science. All right. I don't think anybody answered me if they wanted to see what the emotes would look like. Or I could at least show you what the first one would be, which will probably be my favorite one, which will be my favorite. It's an emote we've been missing pretty much the entire time I've streamed. We have not had an emote for this action the entire time. 5 times 10 equals 50. I'm proud of you, Spirit. You're doing terrific. Emotes, emotes, emotes. All right. All right. Hold on a second. Let me get them. Yoink, yoink. Da-da-da-da. All right. I forgot the folder is under Marin emotes. And then there's the isword folder. All right. Chat. Chat. What is the one thing you need to do when you're showing respect in this chat? What do we usually ask for when we are trying to show respect? What do we ask for around these corners? I want to see if anybody knows. Goon? No, that's not when we're asking for respect. Hi? No, that's for saying hi to everyone. That's not necessarily showing respect. That's greeting people. There we go. Faye's got it. Faye's got it. It's 07, baby. 07s. 07s. You better fucking salute. You better fucking salute. Sleeves torn off and everything. Sleeves torn off and everything. But, if you want the emotes, you have to get the daily passes, which there's 9 left. There are 9 left. 07, 07, 07, but. No but yet. There will be a but. Izzy will be making a but. But there's no but yet. But yes, this is my favorite out of the 2 that we have so far. Now, do y'all want to keep the second one, or do we want to wait and see? Do you want to wait until we get through this one? This is the first one I want to give y'all because it's my favorite out of the 2. I love the arm. I love the arm so much. I have like the sleeves torn off because I'm just imagining just... Yes, ma'am! Sign me in. Sign me in. Nah, y'all got to convince somebody to hit those daily passes, though. Y'all got to start subbing. Y'all got to start getting those season passes. Come on, guys. You get no ads. You get no ads. Quality arms, 10 out of 10. 07. Hi, Kono. 07s. 07s. This will also be added to Discord tonight if we meet it. If we meet the goals, they will be added to Discord. The animated salute. That is a pretty good one. That is a really good salute. Although for a chibi, that arm seems really far away. I need to sub up again. I need my 10 months. The squish, the smug ass gamma. Oh my god. Oh no. All right. Do you want to see the other one? The other one is good. It's one of the ones that I wanted. I don't think I'm excited for it as the salute or some of the other ones that are coming later. But... all right. It's another one we don't have, which is Wheeze. It's a Wheeze. Including drippy eyes. Including drippy eyes. Please. Please. But yes, we'll be getting these pretty soon. Strangles me for my tomfoolery. You will be remembered, Ganon. You will be remembered. What would be